up, everybody? Welcome to the Link Entertainment Podcast. If you're not familiar with us, we are a news outlet that covers everything from Jeezy to Jesus. All right, we cover it all because we want millennials and Gen Z to have a place where they can discuss Christian culture, church, trending topics, anything and everything under the sun. And this podcast is an extension of that. So, welcome to the Lake Entertainment Podcast. We hope you like everything that we talk about because it's going to be a lot of interesting different things we're going to discuss. And please be sure to follow us, like us, subscribe. Listen, leave a review because we want to hear from you. Tell us what you like, what you love, what you're not feeling, what you want to see, what topics you want us to hit on, and we will definitely take a look and move accordingly. I am Leah Selena, and I am the host. And every single episode, I'm joined by different co-hosts. And today, I have none other than Katana Carmen, and
Hey
I have
y'all.
Damani Easton.
Hi, how you doing?
And this is Damani's first time being a co-host. So welcome, Damani.
Yes.
I'm happy to be here. I'm super excited to talk about love, Valentine's Day, and everything in between.
That's right. So today we're talking about love and Valentine's Day because this episode is dropping the day before Valentine's Day. So I'm trying to get everybody business. So who's single? Who not? What's going on?
I am not single. I am in a happily committed relationship, and it's going very well. I'm very excited.
Period. Okay, Damani, when
Look
did this happen?
at
Because Damani used
Um,
to be single. Like,
he
okay,
did.
I used to be single, but then I started seeing someone, and I've been keeping it very low key, very private, because I kind of I want to keep that, I don't know, I feel like relationships, to me, at least now, in the stage of my life, I want it to be private, and, not private as in, hidden, but private as in, to myself. Everyone doesn't need to know the ins and outs of my relationship. The people I need to know, they already know. And so, yeah, so we've been dating since October. Well, we've been seeing each other since October. I got asked out in November, and it's been a good ever since. And I actually just celebrated his birthday last night, so it was fun.
okay. Listen,
Aww.
I'm all about the privacy. I was telling Kiara on another episode, like, I'm not trying to tell nobody who I'm with until there's a ring on my finger.
Pop
Literally,
out.
literally. That's
Like,
just you'll get a birthday
Jordan,
post and an occasional sprinkle here and there, and that's about it.
I ain't giving no sprinkle. Like, you're not gonna see a hand. You're not gonna see, his head with an emoji on the top. Like, no. Jordan Sparks is my inspiration. Sis popped up pregnant and married. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Literally. Mm-hmm.
I love it. So I'll go next. I'm single, y'all. I'm real single. Been single for a long time.
That's okay. That's okay.
But
Hey,
it's
listen,
okay. I'm happy and single, y'all. Like, I'm content. Like,
and
God
that's a
has said,
period.
there is joy to be found in your single season. There's things that you can do freely in your single season that you can't do when you're in a relationship and surely can do when you're married. So I think I've done a good job in my life of accepting where I am and enjoying the moments. So that's where I am. Katana, what's going on with you, girl? I think we all know.
Ooh.
Well, us personally, like me and Devani know Katana. But go ahead and tell the world.
Well, for those that don't know, I am the engaged girly. So my man is locked down all the time. That's my man. Okay.
Period.
And I do agree with the privacy. Like, I don't think I posted on social media. People knew, certain people knew I was with him. But, as far as going public and putting us on social media, they saw the ring first. It was like, what? You got a man?
Period.
Yes, I got a man, and he's mine, and I love him.
I love that. So, do y'all have any Valentine's Day plans?
I usually like to plan my stuff in advance, but this is the first time that I'm just winging it and playing it by ear. And then,
Oh, I love that.
in New York City, Valentine's Day is insane. So playing it by ear in New York City for Valentine's Day, it's not the smartest thing to do, but we're just gonna see what happens. So yeah.
Damani, do you live in New York or you just work in New York?
Okay, so I live in New Jersey, but the guy I'm seeing lives in New York. So I spend half my time between New York and New Jersey, and then yeah. So I'll go to work during the week, and then on the weekends I'll come see him in New York.
Okay.
All right, Katana, what's your plans? Because you already got a whole fiance. So what's going
It's
down
a
for
little different
Valentine's
than
Day?
over here.
I don't know. We're like at a place where we just be going through whatever. It's Valentine's Day. And he don't like it that it's so close to my birthday, but it's okay because I'm gonna get double presents, okay? And he already know what's on with it, okay? Don't give me no Valentine's gifts on my birthday, okay? No, that's my birthday. So this year I will share because he's not in the vicinity, so I feel like I could share with y'all what we're gonna do. I have one of my friends who is a private little chef. She's gonna come over and make us a dinner. And we're just gonna have like a nice quiet night in. So we're gonna have somebody come over, cook for us, serve us with some wine and some nice food. And then we'll probably just sit here and watch a movie because that's what we love to do. We just love to be at home. Listen, I'm boring now, I guess. Like I don't be going out. I don't know. Outside is just too expensive for me. So if I'm gonna find out a way to do it at home, I'm gonna do it at home. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna put up the nice little balloon arch and roses and all that, make it real special for my man. So that's what we got planned.
Sometimes boring is fun. So
Yes.
I'm here for it.
And I'm happy. We don't need to go out and spend $90,000 to $200,000 on a meal just to say we love each other. So if he's happy, I'm happy.
For me, I'm single. So what do you do when you're single for Valentine's Day? You spend it with your family.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
At least they love you. At least they love you. You get some love.
They sure do. And I look forward to it because at least I feel loved on Valentine's Day. What my family does is we go all out for dinner. So like it's giving steak, it's giving lobster, like that. We go all in for Valentine's Day dinner. And we had the seafood, the steak, it's giving what's it called? Land and sea. Like yes.
Okay, surf and turf. I like that.
Yes, the surf and turf. We give each other candy and cards, and we spend it together. We decorate the table all nice. So it's still a thing. Just because you ain't got no man or woman, the people in these four walls got love for each other.
100%.
And we do that. And y'all know it was really special. So when I had went away to college, and Valentine's Day was coming up, I was feeling kind of sad because I was like, dang, I ain't got my family to celebrate. Like, it's always a thing between the four of us. Do y'all know my mama called me up on Valentine's Day and was like, go to the mail office.
That's so cute.
This lady packed a whole box of Valentine's Day stuff. They had a card from everybody in the family. I had all my favorite candy. It was like I was back at home. I was so happy.
So if you're a man and you're watching this and you want to pursue Leah, she doesn't expect nothing less.
This is the standard.
Nothing less, okay?
The standard is this.
The bar is high out the gate.
I would love to know from you guys, have you ever had a secret admirer?
That's a lovely question. No, not that I know of. So yeah, I guess that's my answer. No.
Okay, Katana, what about you? Before your engaged days, what was going on?
I feel like yes, like definitely during like high school, like how I don't know if y'all high schools do this, but like they have like you can buy the little roses or cardigans and send them to your crush and stuff. So I mean, like 1 year I did get like a couple in high school, so I feel like I did have some admirers.
Not a couple.
It's a couple.
You were a girl.
Two.
I was more than one.
I mean,
more than
you're
none.
right.
You had two more than most people.
That's true. But I mean, it was nice. It was like, but I be telling people, I said, I don't pursue people. People come to me. I'm never the chaser. I'm always the oblivious one. Oh, you like me? What? Like, that was me. That was me. I mean, the ones you're not thinking about, you'd be like, oh, you like me? You sure? Okay.
It really do, Katana. It really do. Let me tell y'all about my sad story in high school. Okay, so remember how Katana was saying her high school, you could buy a rose and send it to your little crush on Valentine's Day. So my high school had the same thing. We actually had it in middle school too. And all in middle school, I was like, oh, it'd be real cute if somebody sent me something. Never happened. In high school, I was like, oh, maybe somebody sent me something. Never happened. But like, I would be the person when Valentine's Day come and people be like, who your Valentine? And I say I don't have one, and all the guys be like, what you mean? How you ain't got no Valentine? And I'm like, because all of y'all saying that, all of y'all are thinking I already got one, so I still don't have one. So anyway, my senior year, I was like, okay, forget me trying to wait on somebody else. Like, I want to do something special for me. So I bought my own rose.
Period.
So it could be sent to me. And I could just love on myself and get a rose.
Yourself, yes.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that, because what did Miley Cyrus do? She wrote a song called Flowers, about buying yourself flowers. So there ain't nothing wrong with that.
But this is the thing, Damani. Do y'all know that the rose never made it to me?
What do you mean?
I still never got the rose.
Oh,
and that's what makes this whole story sad. I never got one from somebody else, and when I tried to get a rose for myself, I still didn't get it.
Not them taking money.
Literally, nothing scamming.
They took my dollar.
Where the scams at? Because that's what they was right there. That's a whole scam.
So that's my sad little story. I'm like, okay, the whole Valentine's Day and love just hasn't been working out for me. But it's okay, because I know God is just saving me. I know he's saving me. So I won't be as messed up when I find my husband.
Amen.
Yeah, so on that note, with me still waiting for love, I don't want to say I'm looking for love. Like, I'm good at my single season, but when he comes, somebody asks me out, I'm feeling on, let's go, let's get it. But
what's up?
But when it's time and all of that. So it looks like I'm the only single one, and I'm sure there's a lot of single people watching this. And we went out our way to find a love and life coach to join us on today's episode. And she's going to tell us how we can get it together and how we can meet our mate. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on up here. Everybody, please welcome to the Link Entertainment Podcast, Latrice Carpenter. Welcome.
Hey, everyone. Hello. Excited to be here. I am good. I am chilling. I was listening in. I'm like, these are some interesting stories. And
I know Latrice is like, what are they doing?
I was laughing like she said roses to herself and didn't get it. Lord.
Crazy.
So when I get roses from a man,
wow.
But listen, Latrice is a love and life coach. She be getting the girlies together out here. So we brought her in so she can get us and all of our viewers together. So Latrice, we really want to know, how can we really attract the person that we want?
I think that's a really big question, and everybody wants to know, like, what do I need to do to attract the one? And I think one of the biggest things that I see a lot online, and there's so many opinions about relationships. There's so many opinions about dating. When you're single, as a single woman, we keep hearing you got to be whole. And my clients is like, Latrice, what does that mean? Like, what exactly does that mean? And like, you need to love yourself first. And it's just like, okay, I have that done. I have that down pat. Now what? Now what? I love myself. I'm sending roses to myself, right? I don't feel like I need a man to be complete. Okay, I'm here now. So where's my man, right? So I think there's a lot going on here. What I know, and I was just sitting here thinking and pondering on the question, and I have different ways in my process of how I take my women through a process so that they, put themselves out there and they attract quality men. But one thing I wanted to share is I think we focus, like as women, we focus a lot on trying to become this woman that's going to attract the man. But when you think about the word attraction, when I think about it, I'm not sure if you guys, if you think about the word attraction, what comes to mind? Like just at its bare minimum. Appearance, okay. Like attract, like what comes to mind?
I definitely would say like some people would say like money and like social status and like career.
Style.
Okay. Well, when I think about that word, I think about a magnet, right? A magnet, like, right? You like, if I'm this person and this person, like what needs to happen for us to like click, right? So when I looked up magnet, looking up what does it mean? Like, how does a magnet work? And a magnet is where opposite poles attract each other. Opposite poles attract each other, right? So it's not the same thing, the same pole here and the same pole here. They're not, the poles are not both going north. It's a north pole and a south pole that are able to attract each other. So when it comes to, okay, what do I need to attract a man that I really want? Okay, what do I need to attract the man I really want? Many women believe that I need to become this woman, become the woman version of the man that I want to attract. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before, right? If you want to attract a good man, become a good woman. That's part of the story. I think the other part of the story is knowing, okay, I want to attract a God-fearing, masculine man who is a leader, okay? This is a man that's like, exactly, I want that too. Tall, dark, and chocolate, 6 feet, 6 figures, and all that. Right?
Period.
That's what I want to, right? But when you think about that, right, instead of what most women do, they come at it with like, okay, so I need to be confident, I need to love myself, I need to be making 6 figures, I need to be doing that. Again, that's part of the story. What we need is we need to learn. So learn, we know this man's strength, learn where this man lacks and become strength in that area. Be his strength where he's weak. Okay, so learn this man's weakness, right? So if you think about this masculine, right, strong and confident man who's a leadership, right? This man is goal oriented. He's successful. He's very ambitious. What this man needs, he doesn't need another woman who's just like him, right? He may be interested in her, right? They're going to relate on things because they're both business minded, but it's going to remain surface level, right? To go deep in this man's heart, to go deep in this man's life, you have to compliment him. So how do you compliment him? Where is he weak? A man that's goal-oriented, successful, he lacks the bare minimum. He lacks just living. He lacks just being himself. He lacks just letting his hair down, right? Or you know what I mean. Like he lacks just living, like the basic and the substance things of life, right? So for an example, I've been into these these kingdom love stories. They're called, and y'all gotta look at it. I look at it all the time. Like I've been binge watching it pretty much for the past almost over a year now. So these kingdom love stories, and what happens is it's called royal love. Like it's these royal love stories, and in these royal love stories, there's this king, right? He's about to become a king. He's in his royalty, and he's actually, he's a prince up to become a king, and he's into all this royalty and this kind of thing. So his mother will introduce him to a what do they call it? They call it a can't think of a word from it. Pretty much a woman of his caliber. The mother would introduce him to a woman of his caliber. So a woman that's like-minded, right? She's she has a royal blood. She's very wealthy, just like him. But the stories, and all of these stories, the man never goes with a woman that's just as royal, right? Just as wealthy, and who has the same, lifestyle that he lives. He goes for the regular schmegular woman down on the east side of Baltimore, living in the projects, that just knows how to, just knows how to live, knows how to have a good time at the bare minimum, right? That's who he falls in love with, because this woman is able to allow him to smile, right? She's able to allow him to loosen that hawk, right? He's a hawk to the streets. He's a beast in the streets. But when it comes to her, he's able to let his guard down. And many women, I'm pretty sure men who read your Bible, it's like that Samson and the Delilah story, right? Samson was very strong, ready to take people down, right? But Delilah, he was able to He had a place to rest his head. He was able to rest. He was able to let that guard down. And that's the woman that the man marries. So how you attract the man that you want, learn what this man's weaknesses is, and learn how you compliment them.
That was deep.
It was.
Hey, Katana, you're the close to married one. Do you feel like you've seen some areas where you can pick up for your fiance and maybe him for you, vice versa?
Yes, I will definitely say that when you were talking about the goal-oriented piece, it's like I'm a very career woman driven. Like I want to reach my goals. I have goals that I want to obtain, and like for him, it's just not like he's just like I'm living life. I just go through the motions, whatever. So like you know, I compliment him in that way because now it's like, well, what are our goals? What do we see ourselves doing? And I can say we're learning each other a little bit more. Listen, when y'all get into it, you really don't even know your person, and they're not gonna be the same person after the many years y'all been together. And I won't say we know each other, but we're starting to learn each other in a new way. Like we're starting to coexist in the same space. And that is way different than just dating and pursuing each other. It takes a different level of communication. And if you're not ready for that level of communication, it can be frustrating and it can be difficult. But I mean, I think you said it perfectly. You said it perfectly as far as how to be the woman that your man wants.
Now, for women like me, we want to know, where can we meet this man? People are talking about go to Home Depot. I'm not really trying to go to the bars. It's not really my thing. And then for a lot of us women, they're saying we have to leave the house. No one wants to leave the house. They just want the man to show up at their door. So, Latrice, where we gotta go to find this man?
I think what happens is like, because everything is online, we have gotten lazy. Like it's easy to just swipe, lay back and just swipe. Like, oh, there we go. I tried. I put my faith behind. I put my my works behind my faith. I'm done, right? And then like with the COVID, like it's just so much. I think just with the online community, it's we've gotten lazy as women, even with men. Like we've gotten lazy. So what I think, not think, what I know, right? And I've studied this, I've talked to many married couples, I've looked at the research and just my own personal life. One thing that I've seen in common is where people are meeting the person they're going to marry, not just meeting someone, right? Because the goal is to meet someone that I'm going to marry, and that this relationship is going to last, okay? Online dating, sorry guys, I'm just going to put it out there. Online dating, it's good, but there's a small chance that you're going to meet the one in online dating. And when you do meet someone, if you do meet someone and you get married, the studies show that there's a great chance the marriage is not even going to last, right? So not to discourage anyone. Yes, online dating is how do I say it? It's the avenue or an option, but don't limit your pool to just online dating. Combine online dating with other things, right? Okay, I'm doing this. Now I need to do something else. Let me do something in person now. So what I encourage my clients to do is to get involved in small groups, small interest groups, whether it's online or in person, particularly in person, small groups. Many couples that I know so many married couples from my online family, in person, that have met people through small groups. Sometimes it's at church. That's considered a small group. Like you have small group services at church. Sometimes there's on Facebook. There's so many Facebook groups now. Like get involved in those Facebook groups. Listen, I was in a 6-month relationship from a Facebook group, right? All I did was a part of the Facebook group. This man seen me commenting in the Facebook group. He liked what he seen, and boom, he's in my inbox, right? And all I did was like a few of his comments, but I was genuinely liking his comments. I was like, wait a minute, this man, I'm realizing I just, over the past 2 weeks, I've liked like pretty much like half of his stuff. So he slid in my inbox, and we were in a 6-month long-term relationship. And I've known many people who've gotten married from just meeting someone in an online small group or a small in-person small group. So think about what you like to do. Go online and look for small groups that matches what you already like to do. Meetup is a great app. I mean, it used to be a great app. I'm not sure what's happening with it now, but apps like that, like the Meetup group where you connect with people based on interest. Facebook group where you connect with people based on interest. This new thing that's been out for the past 2 years, Clubhouse, right? Join a Clubhouse group where you're with people who have the same interests. Show up, be a part of the conversation like we're doing here. Be your genuine self as you already born to be, because you're there because you genuinely want to be there, and not because you're looking for a man, right? You genuinely want to be there, right? And you attract the man that you're interested in, that you can build something solid with. And studies show that when you find men this way and just do like the natural way, the platonic way, there's a greater chance that the relationship is going to last.
I just want to put out a call to action for any men that are watching this. Please go join a church, because we need more y'all. And I'm telling you, all the women is at church. So we just need more men. Just come and everybody will be married. Like, we'll be good.
That's a whole other story, Leah. Someone asked me the other day, like, how do you flirt in church? And I was like, and I'm about to do a whole email about that. Like, how do you flirt in church, right? That's a whole other story. But some people don't think that you should be flirting in church, so they won't shoot their shot in church, even if they do show up in church, because they feel convicted or condemned, if you will. Like, but yeah, shoot your shot in church, y'all. After service.
This is my thing.
Meet them at the let out.
Okay. So at my church, we actually have so every second and fifth Sunday, the young adults get together, and it's called the let out. Like, we get together every service. We can just kind of commune and talk to each other, you know. But I feel like some people don't really know exactly how to flirt, and then sometimes people think they're flirting, but they're not giving. It's not really giving. You going out your way to tell me you like me. I know. I feel like I think I did enough.
Well, Leah, that's a big thing, Leah. Like, another thing, like because I have my own coach as well. And that's one of the things he asked me. He's like, so for all your life, you like men that like you back. Like, you never been the one that initiated just letting the man know that you're interested. And I'm like, wow, I've been a child all my life. Like, time to be a mature, right? If you like a man, just say, hey, I would like to get to, let's hang out after church or something like that, right? It's simple, right? You're not shooting your shot. You're doing a layup and let him, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like being too forward. You're doing a little layup, right? Let them know you're a grown woman. Why are we hiding behind waiting for this man to say something? And, ooh, what's what, right? I need a man. What's up? Tell me what's up. Like, what's up? Like, what? Come on. I'm ready to be married. You ready to be married? Let's go. Like, let's stop playing these games. We're getting too old. About to be in our 40s. We're not about to be sitting in the pulpit, 60 years old, talking about some the man needs to chase me.
Listen, I'm gonna keep praying on that.
She said, I'm gonna keep praying on it, Lord.
That's hilarious.
I shot my shot twice. Apprehensive and scared out my mind. I did it twice, and I ain't make it. I'm like, I ain't doing that no more.
Now you're not gonna do it no more.
I don't know. We'll see. I be trying. Sometimes you just try to send them text messages like, oh, let me send something out there. Maybe he'll get the hint. She always texting me like, what's good? But anyway, a lot of people focus on, let me get in a relationship and let me get married, but they don't focus on ways that they need to improve during their single season. So, Latrice, what are some things that we need to sharpen up in our single season that will prepare us for that relationship and marriage?
I think for women, and Leah, that's why I mentioned that part. I think for women, especially in the church, and that's all I coach is women in the church, and that's all I know right now is women in the church compared to women, that are not in the church. I believe that because of the stigma behind a man does the chasing, I believe women have become low-key prideful. So I won't initiate the conversation. I'm going to wait for him to do this. I'm not going to do this. And what we see is a lot of stone-faced, God-fearing, single Black women who want to be married, but they feel like God is going to drop this man down. This man is going to chase them down to their heels. He's going to do all these things, and that's how they're going to get married, right? But I have Bible stories, right? There's this Bible story about Esther and King Esther and Queen Esther. I'm just gonna say the Queen Esther story. And what happened in that story was the king, he was hanging out with his friends, and he called for his wife. And his wife, being prideful, she's like, because she was very beautiful, and he wanted to show his wife off to his, he was drinking. That's what he was doing. He was drinking. He was drunk. His man was like, where's your wife? Your wife is very beautiful. He wanted to parade his wife around his crew, right? And she told him no. She told him no. So it was a disgrace for her to tell him no. And when I think about it, I think about women now, like, let me wait. He texts me back 30 minutes late. I'm gonna text him back an hour late, right? You know what I mean? Little games like that. Come on, like stop. So little stuff like that. So she had that same type of mentality, like, no, I'm not, my beauty, I'm not about to parade around here. But you're his wife, right? And back in that time, it was like he's the king. You had to respect him and honor him, right? So if he sent for you, you better get the moving. But she said no. And what happened because of that pride, she was kicked out of the palace. And the Bible clearly says that he found another wife to replace her, to replace Vashti. So this new woman comes in. She's very submissive. She found favor with all the people in the palace, and she became the queen. And the Bible says, instead of Vashti. Okay, so what we can get from that story is, right, pride, your beauty may get you in the door, but it's your character that's going to keep you in the palace. Okay. So I believe that women right now, we need to learn humility. Okay. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you vulnerable. It makes you a woman of great character and great substance, right? And a man who takes advantage of that, trust me, like God got your back, right? Because you're being a good woman. The Bible says, don't repay evil with evil. You repay evil with being good. That means, okay, I was good to you. I was, humble. I was being a good woman to you. And because you decided to pay me back evil for my good, that's on your end. But for me, right, my blessings, I'm storing up for myself blessings in heaven. And as a result, I am going to attract a good and honorable man because I have a good heart. So I believe that what women are doing now, I don't think the pride is like they want to do it. I think it comes from layers and layers of being hurt that they build up this wall, and this wall shows up as pride. So as a woman, humble yourself, initiate conversations, say that you're wrong, be the first to apologize, right? Those kind of things. Start practicing being humble, right? And having hard conversations. For men, I believe it's having hard conversations. So woman, practice being humble yourself. Allow God to fix that area of pride, right? The man does not always have to initiate the conversation. What makes you, if you're the prize, what makes him? He's just as valuable as you are. Initiate the conversation. Honor him just like you want him to honor you. For men, I believe men need to learn how to have hard conversations, learning how to communicate. Women, we're good with communication. Men, I believe learning how to communicate, and not only communicating, right? Because it's easy to communicate things that are easy, right? But have hard conversations, things that are bothering you. Open your mouth, Black man.
That was good. That was good. So we learned, listen, y'all need to find the weakness in that person and be that strength. Be the strength where they are weak, okay? Mm-hmm. Even God does that for us. So let's get it together. As far as places, what are you interested in? Do you want to do golfing? Find a little golfing group that's getting together. Get in that golf. Get you a little small group at the church. Go swimming. Y'all started swimming at the YMCA. It's hard to find swim classes for adults. So YMCA if you're interested. The next thing we learned is, okay, ladies, we need to be humble. And men, listen, we got to step up that communication. And step up that communication. Latrice, those are some good steps and some good stories. And I love how you brought in scripture and and the Bible stories.
You gotta bring in the Bible stories.
Yeah.
They gonna always hit me with the Bible. Like, well, where does it say that in the Bible? Okay, sis, it's saying right here.
Come on now.
There you go. There you go. Okay, gotta back it up with the Bible to break down them strongholds. But yes, it is what it is, right? We see everything we want to see, but we skip over that part, right? And go skip over that part. Don't want to read that. This is what I want, but it is what it is.
Mhm.
So, Latrice, you have a lot going on, and I first want you to tell us more about your singles gala. Now, unfortunately, when this airs, your gala will be over by now, but I still want you to talk about it because you're doing it every year. So, whoever sees this, they can make sure they tune in so they can get their tickets for next year.
Leah prophesied. I did not say I was doing this every year. Look.
Next year, 2 years. Listen, the people need it.
Yes. It's been. I did take a break. I did do it 2022, and I didn't do it 2023. But people have been like, "Where's the singles gala? Where's the singles gala?" So I did bring it back for 2024. So the singles gala, it's a place for like-minded singles, and the goal for my singles gala is not your basic. I hate to say it. It's not your basic, singles ministry church get together, right? I wanted it to be outside of the church where you can meet people outside of the church, but that are like-minded, like-minded believers, people who are at your status in life, because God has brought me from the projects in Baltimore to where I am now. And I realized like I want to attract a different caliber man that's, more on my level. So this singles gala is about like-minded people who like the finer things in life, right? That want to network and meet new people. And even if they don't connect with the right one, they meet a new business partner, right? They meet a new networking partner, right? So that's what this gala is all about. It's about meeting new people and just hanging out, and with the possibility of finding the one. And this year, the theme is a Victorian theme. So it aligns up with the whole royal marriages I've been looking at. Y'all, I be binge watching it just like, I be baking cookies. And I'm like, oh, I am just like her. And I've been here trolling around the house like that. Like just the Lord going to bless you with a royal marriage. I'm telling you, I want to marry me a real life king. And I'm ready. Look, I am ready. So that's what we're modeling in this theme. It's going to be more like king and queen, like where you wear your gown that touches the floor. The men wear the tux with the nice bow tie. And you get to meet people in like a clean and upscale atmosphere. We're going to have our little mocktails and our little glasses. We're going to do some ballroom dances. So this year is going to be fun. Next year, I'm not sure what God is going to do. But since Leah prophesied, I'm going to believe that there's going to be one next year. Y'all, it take a lot of work. It is not easy.
I know it. I have to tell you a little secret, Latrice.
Uh-huh.
So I had no idea how I found you on social media, but somehow I found you a couple years ago, and I actually went to your first singles gala.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I thought so. So you went to wait. It had to be my second one. Was it the black tie one?
I thought it was in Hanover.
Okay, it was the black tie one. Yes. What did you think about it?
It was good. I liked it. You had a great turnout. You had what's it called? The camera 360. The decorations were nice. The food was good. You had a nice array of food. It was sort of very nice. The DJ was good. Yup.
Yes. I was so scared with that one, but I'm telling y'all, like, I got so much favor from that. Like, there was people pitching in, helping, asking to do stuff for free. But this time, I paid for every single thing. Like, people want their money. Like, what? But yes, Leah. Yes. Did you meet anybody? Was it any man that caught your eye or no?
There was one guy that was flirting hard, but I was like,
You got to come to this one this year. I do have an extra ticket, actually a free ticket. So if you want to come, it's all yours. And the men, I will say that the men this year, I've gotten so much more men interest this year compared to last year. And listen, these men are in my inbox and they want to be married. Like the men were like, around Christmas time, these men, their heart, they get just like us. Like I want to lay up this next to somebody and get warm, right? They want that. Seriously, the men in my inbox like, oh, these men there that's ready for marriage, and I was like, Lord have mercy, yeah. Yeah. There's men. One man is flying in from Florida. One of my other friends, he's flying in from LA. So these people, these men want to be. I don't know why people think men don't want to be married. They want their wife too. They ready. They ready.
I'm here for it. Yes. Okay, it's on the 9th. It's on Friday next week.
Get ready, Leah. Get ready.
Because I'm a woman that has gowns, so I got a fit. I can find a dress.
All you need. All you need is gloves. Listen, I looked at my prom dress from high school. I was like, can I do this? Would I remember that?
You can do it. You can do it. Okay, I gotta get some gloves.
That's all you need is some gloves. You got your gown. You're good.
Okay, cool. We're gonna work on it. All right, and tell us about your consultations that you do with women, because you do love and life coaching for women.
Yes. So I have a Ready for Love process. But before women, I don't just work for women just to do it, right? So I have a consultation process where I assess the woman's love life. So you come in, you book a consultation, and we talk about your love life from the top to bottom. I'm talking about from the man who held the little boy that held your hand in 6th grade. I need to know about him. I need to know about, how he broke your heart, right? So we go all the way from the beginning to where you are now. And then based off of what I know and based, with my process, I think of where you are, where you want to be, and how my process can help you. And if my process can help you, because it's not built for every woman. Like I'm not the one that's going to tell you that every woman that worked with me is going to work, right? So I make sure that you can fit. I make sure that I can help you. If I can help you, you can enroll in my 4-month Ready for Love process, where you go through the healing process. You develop your self-love. You learn how to be a wife, right? You learn about femininity. You learn how to date for marriage and not just date all willy-nilly. And then I help you with putting yourself out there, being in places where you're meeting men. And I just added this last part to it because I realized like, hey, these women are still a little bit afraid of dating once I get them out there. So now this last part is, even while you're dating, I'm going to be there with you, talking you through it and coaching you through it. So I want to be there with you in the field, So you're going to come back, report back to me. Let me know how was the first date. Let me know how you're feeling. Let's talk about this man so that you're not making the same mistake over and over and over again. Okay. I've had women get married through this process. I've had women stay married through this process. And I've been doing this like even before. Like listen, y'all, before I was doing this professionally, I had a friend that I helped. She's in a long-term relationship now for like 5 years now because I coached her through this process that I'm coaching women on. So listen, it works. So yes, if you want to book a consultation, just go to latricecarpenter.com and click date for marriage. And then you can book a 45-minute consultation with me.
I love it. Y'all make sure y'all do it. Go follow her. Where can they follow you on social media?
On social media, what's my thing now? Okay. On Instagram, it's because I just changed it. It's Latrice M. Carpenter on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's Love Coach Latrice. Okay.
I'll make sure I get it and put it in the description of the show too. So they can find it. Yes, thank you so much, Latrice. This was good. You got some rules for us.
This was an honor to be here. Thank you so much for thinking of me.
Of course. All right, Damani, Katana, how can the people follow y'all?
On Instagram, follow me at Keeping with Damani. And that's kind of the main platform that I use. So yeah.
Hey, follow me on all social platforms. It's Katana Carmen, first and last name, KATIANA CARMON.
All right. And y'all, you can follow me on Instagram at Leah Selena _ LEAHSELENA _ and everywhere else without the underscore. Except for TikTok because something happened and so on you. And make sure you follow The Link Entertainment on all social platforms at The Link ENT. Be sure to read the hottest stories at thelinkentertainment.com. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe, follow, leave reviews on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, anywhere in the world you're listening to us. Please do that. We would love that. And if you enjoy our content, if you could make a small monthly donation, we would really, really appreciate that. The support button and link should be in the description of the show. And we'll leave it right there. All right. That's a wrap. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.